Hey all. So if you watched our last video, we were at Yogi Bear's Jellystone Park at Daddy Joe's in Tabor City is the whole name. Like I mentioned before, it's a place we love going to. We've been there probably 10 times. We go at least 3-4 times a year. Anyways, I did a lot of shooting of video. So what you're going to see today is a video of a repair I had to do on our screen door, and then something quick about making yourself a toolbox and having some extra parts on hand for when those issues do arise. So stay tuned and keep watching. Thanks. If you've ever owned an RV for any length of time, you know no matter what, you're going to have to do repairs. This is, if you recognize it, it's the handle for the screen door. It caught constantly, which in turn stripped out the screw holes. Yeah. So, gotta figure out a way to fix that. Hopefully I'm going to find some bigger screws here in my toolbox. Any luck? Be a quick, easy fix. So here's my old screws, and here's some that I found in my toolbox. They are slightly longer, but I think they're going to work, at least temporarily. They're a little bit, the threads are a little bit wider, so hopefully, yeah, so those will re-thread in there and hopefully it'll work. So basically what I think was happening was when this gets latched on here, and this holds these two together, the end of it was sticking out just enough that it was constantly just catching right here. And it just kept loosening up that part and ultimately loosening it to the point where it was free. So let's see now. Both doors should open at the same time. There we go. So now that's sitting back in. And of course when you want just the screen, it pops all the way out and then it'll catch right there. But when you want these to stick together, you want that to be flush so it doesn't catch. There we go. Another quick, easy fix. So I guess it's kind of like home ownership. You're always doing something. I mean, this is a 2018, and I've done 4 or 5 little things to it over the past almost year. Guess it's just part of RVing, but I tell you what, I'd rather be out here enjoying all of this than I would ever want to be at home. So I will fix this thing as often as I can to be able to come out here and enjoy this camping. One of our favorite things to do. It's what inspired us to do these videos. One thing you certainly want to do when you have an RV, put together your little kit, little tool kit. I mean, you can buy one pre-made. I'm cheap, so I don't do that. I make my own with just a bunch of extra tools and screwdrivers and scissors and things I have. Needle nose, something to cut wires and things with. Wire strippers if I need to do any little bit of rewiring. And then I got a thing of nuts and bolts, and there's electrical tape and a couple wire connectors and nails and just things I think I may need. And like I said, I'm the kind of guy that doesn't really want to pay for stuff like this. So we actually got these little containers for free. You may notice this one, this something lunch meat comes in. And that's how I get off without spending too much. Yeah, you just really want to have tools on hand. Here's some extra things, some zip ties, waterproof matches that have fallen out. Things like this people actually left behind, but they're good to have, a little tea for your water. And then of course I usually do bring my other toolbox and an air compressor. I have airbags on my truck, so I got to pump those up. So I got an air compressor. That's what we use to pump up that float there. And of course tires on the bikes. So, you know, it's just something I throw in there. I usually have it in my truck anyways. So thanks again for watching. As you saw there, it's just a quick little video on a repair we had to do. As I mentioned, our camper is basically brand new. I mean, we've had it about 8-9 months, but it's a 2018, and that is like the fourth thing I've had to fix. Again, nothing major yet, cross those fingers, but I've had to, they put like screws for the hinges in some of the cabinets, they put right into a butt joint. And you know, those cabinets are just MDF, they're not even real wood. And when you get a butt joint like that, rather than doing like a mortise tenon joint, and you end up putting a screw right where they meet, it very easily stripped out. So I had to fix that. Where they stapled some of the carpeting down on the slides, it seems like half the staples must have hit something and shut and just kind of curved back out and shot back through. So I had to pull a bunch of those out and staple that back down. There's one other thing I did a repair on. Can't remember off the top of my head. But anyways, as always, thanks for watching. Give us a comment. Make some suggestions. And we will see you next week. It's Friday. We'll see you next week at KOA in Myrtle Beach. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like what you saw and share with your friends. Bye-bye.